please start by telling me your background?
Yeah, so I'm pursuing economic honors at Hansraj College. I'm going to third year in July,
All right, perfect.
and I
So,
have done a few internships and stuff.
where did you
And
intern?
uh, I was interning for around 9 months at Viral Vision, a Maharashtra-based company,
Okay.
which just yeah, sorry, actually a call had just come up. So
Okay, okay, no worries. Tell me.
and apart from that, I'm the technical head at Economic Society of Hansraj College,
Okay.
and I do the designing part of all the posters, be it the events and stuff.
All right. Great. So you like management also.
Yeah.
That's nice. So tell me, Jeevan.
So actually, I wanted to know what are the career options, as in what can I do after completing my economic honors degree? I mean, the profiles that I would be able to work in.
Okay, so uh, what I know is so there are definitely data analysis profiles
Yeah,
which require you to have some economics background, and you also need to have your programming skills. So what I've
okay.
spoken to my students over recently, programming comes in because so all these this let's say even if you talk about AI, you need to understand how to integrate. Let's say as an economist you build some model. For example, you
Mm.
track something in the stock market, or you track a GDP figure, anything. You build a model, now you need to program it into the system. So you need knowledge of both. You need knowledge of econometrics, you need knowledge of macroeconomics, you need knowledge of programming. Okay, so
Yes.
those are sort of the subjects that get used. So a lot of data analysis, risk analysis, and so on, that is there. So that's one big area in which economists are hired. So other than that, the traditional roles of analysis are always there. For example, as a macroeconomist, if you join an organization, so for policy and all, so those traditional roles are there. But this data analysis is what is really upcoming. So for example, I'll tell you, TCS, right?
Yeah.
There is a very normal institute called GIPE. It's not even like the toughest place to get in. It's a TCS came and hired some like 30 kids from GIPE.
Okay.
So they are, so because data analysis, data number crunching is a big thing right now. And given our knowledge of econometrics and statistics and probability, that's where we kind of come in. So a lot of companies are hiring for that role, besides, like I said, the traditional roles of analysis and policy making and so on. So those are where corporates hire you. And of course you have the think tanks. For example, if you want to work for the RBI, or if you want to work for the planning commission, or different policy research organizations, so that is research based work. You could so what kind of work are you interested in? Are you interested in development economics kind of work, or you want to look for a job only?
I was planning on sitting for the placement and all. So
Okay.
if we sit in the placement, it would be a corporate environment.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, as in, what profiles would the companies offer? As in, would it be easy for me to blend in with the finance things like the BCom kids and all?
So, see, I'll tell you, as far as my knowledge goes, uh, everybody's kind of doing things which they weren't really trained for. Finance guys are doing things that they don't know. Become IITians come and do management. That's there. So uh, they are more looking at how smart you are, because most companies train you on the job
Okay.
for their particular kind of work. So I and that's just true for everyone. Okay, so I don't think any particular course today is completely catered towards corporate needs. So they kind of
Okay.
pick up students that they find are smart, and then they train them. That's how it works.
Got
So I'm sure everybody has to go through that time period of first actually learning and then actually performing on the job. So it takes a while. And also your first job that you get, maybe let's say you sit for placements and you get some first job. uh, Once you enter the corporate life, you will kind of realize the kind of roles that you're liking. Some may
Right.
be very technically driven, some may be a little different. So what kind of let's say you want to go in mergers and acquisitions, or you want to go into risk management, or you want to go into data analysis, which aspect of work do you like, that also you will realize after a point in time. So initially
Right.
most people just take up a job and they get into the corporate world, stick to it for, like, let's say 2 to 3 years, understand their job, perform well, whatever, give back to your company, and then you kind of figure out, okay, but this is the profile that I want to kind of switch to that, and then you take a more stable role. So it takes a while. It's not like the first role you step into you're going to be there all your life. It doesn't work that way.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to know?
No, actually, I was focused on asking these things only.
Okay. Yeah. So and but given that a company like PNG also comes, I don't know what companies are coming to campus for at Hansraj College. What sort of companies are coming on
Like
campus?
companies ranging from McKinsey to Kearney to BCG and everyone. The top big four also come,
Hmm.
as well as startups and all.
Okay. So MC तो McKinsey तो MCKC आता है, knowledge center आता है, right?
Yeah, yeah. Deloitte and all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So most of them are coming for jobs for people for analysis jobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they will train you mostly. So most everything that you need to do, get your obviously get your statistics, probability, econometrics, and macro. That's more of what they will need rather than, let's say, something like micro for a corporate job. So if you're talking about interview preparation, that's probably a little thing that you need to focus on. So that's, and other thing would be how you present yourself and so on. So those are the kind of things they probably will be testing you and they'll be taking you on.